Good morning, everybody. This is Russell Brunson. Welcome to the Marketing Secrets Podcast. Today, I am streaming from the Golden Gate Bridge. I am out right now in San Francisco, obviously, at Salesforce's big, huge event. It's called Dreamforce. When we decided to come out here, everyone kept asking, like, why are you going to Salesforce's event? What's the point of it? And so I want to kind of tell that story to understand why we're here, and hopefully it'll help you guys as well. So,
please welcome Chairman and Co-CEO, Salesforce, Mark Benioff.
We are all moving forward. We're moving into the fourth industrial revolution. We're moving from the first revolution in steam to the second revolution of electricity. We moved into the third revolution with computers. Now we're in the fourth revolution.
the Salesforce event is here. Super excited because Funnel Hacking Live every year keeps getting bigger and bigger. This year we're gonna have 5,000 people. But Salesforce, this is like, they have 170,000 companies come here to San Francisco. All of San Francisco shuts down. Like,
Tomorrow night, my friend right here is going to play for his, have you heard of his band, Metallica? Yeah!
it's insane. What is the bedroom? I want like some either vegan food or some bacon. Ooh, and some green drinks. We're in California, so this is where all the hippies eat, so we gotta eat some hippie cool food. So I've been in San Francisco, this is my second time. First time was at this event that Todd and I were sharing a hotel room because we didn't have very much money. We're talking about like the big idea. That was the precursor to Clickfunnels. It was called WP Undies. And we got a logo designed. It was the WordPress logo wearing little tidy whitey undies. And that was the big idea that later became Clickfunnels. Clickfunnels was a better idea though.
Why do you hate money? It's one of our mini Brunsonisms. Oh man, I'm dying.
Ryan, you need to tell Dan the story on video about last year with Cuban. He texts us and we're in the middle of a partner meeting. He's like, hey, I'm in a room with 100 people and Mark Cuban, like what should I ask him? And so as a joke, I text back, I'm like, ask him what it would take to get Bob for $1 billion. Just totally joking.
So I was like, okay, let's do this. Because like the room's full of like dudes in suits, and I'm okay. The other thing you forget is I'm the one guy in the room wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And dude comes over, taps me on the shoulder, hands me the mic, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm the last question wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And I'm supposed to ask how we get bought by $1 billion, and there's Tony Rodoni, their executive vice president of sales. I'm like, all right, let's do this. I kind of like set it up with this little story, like, oh, you know, we haven't had any funding, and we just hit our first $100 million. How do we get bought? You know, how do we take it to the next level and get like Salesforce to buy us for $1 billion? And that's how I set it up.
To Mark Cuban.
Yeah, to Mark Cuban. Everyone in the room laughs. You know, he thinks it's awesome. Unfortunately, his answer was a total dodge, and he just gave me this like BS, like, oh, it sounds like you guys are doing everything right. You don't need my help. And I was like, what? Way to leave me hanging.
Enter Dreamforce, the archway to your right.
It's amazing what you have done. This is a celebration of you, our trailblazers.
This is the takeover of San Francisco on Salesforce. It's like Dreamforce takes over the city.
One of the best secrets about live events is going with the right people. When we came to Salesforce, we knew that if a bunch of introverts came, it would be really awkward. We'd be all excited and we'd go hide in our rooms. We are the introverts here on the team. So I have my extroverted half, which is Dave. So Dave goes out, kills things, and brings it back to me. And I'm like, oh, cool. Todd's got his extrovert, who's Ryan, who's actually out killing something right now. What's up, my man?
Hey man, you wanna film me? Come on. Here we go. In the summertime, when the weather is hot, you can reach right up and start. When the weather is fine, you got women in your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you will find. Keep on smiling, man.
We're in the Cabela's of Salesforce right now. We're in the Trailhead. So Trailhead is where the beginning of like the Salesforce success path, and then this is all the different classes and workshops and stations to help you to build out success as a customer. There's 2,700 presentations that happen during this weekend, and there's one up right now called Customizing Page Density and Salesforce Lightning Design System. Not as exciting as funnels, but if you notice the design of everything, like the branding, the feeling in here, it's kind of like this cool, like you're actually at a campground. when you walk by stuff, you can hear like there's birds chirping and waterfall, all this sound. The ambiance is amazing. Now we're back to convention space. Oh, Salesforce, San Francisco. So Salesforce just bought this company right here for $6.5 billion earlier this year. So it's some chump change laying around.
The beat.
And they got, that's the size of their booth. So MuleSoft is software that helps take data from one spot to the other. So they bought them for $6 billion, and now MuleSoft is a character that builds a mule out. You buy the company, you make a character, animate it, and then now it's got a big old booth showing how MuleSoft works.
Oh my goodness, not Russell.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Dude.
Woo, 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 woo! In the house, dude!
Russell, I'm practicing the perfect webinar as we speak, dude. Watch this guy buy.
The big difference, I worship this. This guy's like the best marketer in the world, man. Kudos, seriously. God, where was I?
How much do you think that booth is right there? Okay. 50 grand. 40. $100,000.
Okay, so if you do the math, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's $1 million that row.
$1 million
row each aisle, and these are the little baby booths. There's some big booths back here that are like.
So that's the booth space because we're probably all in 800,000.
So we should just plan $1 million booth next time. Just be like, take that IBM.
All you know we should have is a funnel
funnel hackers.
that's also a slide, so you can go down it and just a little ride.
What's going on? I don't know. So we started at 0.8 miles away from Stripe's headquarters. We walked around for about 20 minutes, and now we are 1.1 miles away from Stripe's headquarters. So it's not working out too well. And I should probably look not down at my phone.
Nice to meet you. Russell. Hey, Russell. Nice to meet you.
Salesforce!
This is it?
That's it.
Whoa, that is 16 inches off. All right, so Tony Robbins told me there's 2 ways to build the tallest building in town. Number 1 is actually to build the tallest building in town, and number 2 is to knock down all the other buildings around you. So right now that one's really big. I'm jealous, I'm not gonna lie. This tower's insane, but even the lobby is like, it's wrapped in LED walls. All right, we found out how much this building actually cost to build. What's the guess? We all know, $1.1 billion to build this building.
He said,
They just put their cloud on every building, like.
All these buildings theirs?
what?
Holy.
Is it?
Why else would it have a huge logo on the side of it? Salesforce Transit Center. You have your own like metro station.
Dude, that's insane.
Whoa.
Clickfunnels Transit Center.
We'll funnel you to wherever you need to go.
That's right.
So Salesforce is the biggest company in my world, right? I think they said last year they did $13 billion in sales. My little funnel hacking live I thought was so cool and so big is tiny in comparison. As we were talking about coming out here and thinking if we should come, I remembered a story that I thought was really, really important. So when I got started wrestling, there was the state tournament. My dad took me to the state tournament, and I remember sitting up in the stands and watching the people in the state of Utah, the best of the best, wrestling and competing. And I remember sitting there watching it, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's these guys from my high school who won a state title. And I remember going back home and I was like, I want to be a state champ. I set that as my goal, I set that as a target, I started going, I started running, started moving. Fast forward now a couple years, I won the state title. And it was awesome, it was amazing and everything. And in college, I never went to the NCAA tournament, I never went to the nationals, I never saw those things, right? I had it as a goal, I was like, I want to be a national champ, but I'd never actually seen it. I missed my goal every year. I actually had a friend, he said his dad used to always take him to national tournaments because he didn't care about being a state champ, he just wanted to be a national champ. He kept going to try to be a national champ. And I remember thinking, but because I never seen the national tournament, I didn't even know what it looked like. It's hard to run towards something you haven't seen. And so fast forward now till this event, right? Last year, a bunch of guys from my team came out and they were telling me it's like a whole different level. And as they were telling me about it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the next level. Like I need to go and witness it. I need to go see it, just like I would go to the national tournament. Because as soon as I see it, then I can then it becomes real. Now I got a goal, right? But I want you to start thinking. I want you to open your vision of what's the platform I could create, right? In fact, a little while ago we were doing the math on how many jobs have been created because of Clickfunnels, and it's fascinating. There's the jobs of of our employees, right? And then there's the jobs of all the 65,000 customers, all of their employees. And there's like, then there's the external jobs, there's the copywriters, the designers, the programmers, the like all the other things. And like conservative guess was about 250,000 jobs have been created because of Clickfunnels. We've created a whole ecosystem of people, right? And it's funny because coming in yesterday, I was a little intimidated, but after sitting in that room with, I don't know, 5,000 other businesses and watching Mark Benioff deliver his keynote and seeing the people and seeing the software, and seeing the innovation, seeing the ecosystem, seeing all this stuff, and I was watching it, I was like, this is just another tournament. Like, it's on a bigger stage, but I can compete at this level. Like, I wish I would have seen this 5 years ago, because I would have shifted everything. I would have had more belief. When you believe, you can actually accomplish, right? To create something like this, we could do it, we can do it. Like, the path has been trailblazed for us. The first lesson is for you, is to go see, like whatever you're aspiring to become like, go and find that and like experience it so you can see it, so it's not this scary, weird thing, but it's like tangible, like that's what it is, like I can do that. All right, guys, with that said, my fingers are frozen. I'm gonna go and watch the sunrise here.
You guys have taken this company to a whole nother level. Like, I know that there are companies that are bigger and make more money, but this is a family-owned business, and like, although you guys aren't related, you guys have always treated each other as if you're brothers. I think that whatever you guys set your mind to, it absolutely can happen. You don't have to hook me on it. If it's something that you guys are all in agreement with, like, I will be the cheerleader and I'll say, rah, rah, go Clickfunnels, and I'll wear the t-shirt. I will trash talk lead pages.
So it's the last day, we've been here for a couple days, and we decided to go on a walk and talk and just kind of brain dump. It's been so cool because there's all these businesses who started like us. Like, we went to Stripe, right? We saw this company that was an idea that somebody had. We saw Voxer, we saw Optimizer, we saw all these companies, tech companies in our same space, doing amazing things, and just helped us to see the vision of like what's actually possible. Like, I think sometimes we're in our bubble where we're in Boise or in our hometowns, and we don't see what happens in the tech capitals of the world like this. And you see something like this, you're like, oh my gosh, like this is what's possible. How many more people can we serve when we have infrastructure like this? And now we know. Now we've seen like the other side of that. It gets me pumped. So we're excited to head back home and start implementing some of the stuff with some ideas. Can't share them with you yet, but you'll see them, and I promise you're gonna love it. So let me know which events you're planning on going to that we can meet up at down in the comments below. Subscribe. With that said, I'm gonna get some sushi and then we're heading to Metallica.